And we got week 2 here. Seattle Seahawks versus the San Francisco 49ers at Levi Stadium. At Sunday football. And we're going to go through all this. And then we're going to go through the top threat in a little bit. Alrighty. We're going to praise Nick Bosa. Nick Bosa is a fantastic player. I don't think there's a way you could truly stop him. Your only hope is to slow him down and pray he doesn't wreck your game. Just get the W, beat the 49ers. Here we go. We got that. And we had a trade accepted for Will Dissly for Max Scarping, and Will Dissly will be going to the Texans for a 7th round pick. And we got trade offers for Chris Carson, Bryce. It looks like that's Bryce Hall and D. Samuel. For the Jets, San Francisco wants him for D. Greenlaw and a 7th round pick of next year's draft. And Eichenberg and Roberts for the Dolphins. We're not going to do any of those. We're going to wait until we get a better deal for Chris Carson. Alrighty. And now it's scout players. We're going to need a quarterback. Looks like this is... It's not a quarterback round. Let's go ahead. Actually, no, we're not going to need a quarterback because we got Trevor Lawrence. We'll have him for a few weeks. We're going to need a right tackle. We're going to need a right tackle. Do Will Hightower, Kevin, do these, and then just get them. We got those for right now. Alright, here we go. We are about to go. We are about to play the 49ers here. We're going to, of course, skip strategy. Here we go. Alrighty. Seattle Seahawks is away against the San Francisco 49ers. Trevor Lawrence and the Seahawks will be going up against George Kittle and the San Francisco 49ers. This should be fun. This game should be fun. It ought to be fun. And there's Tom Brady, which we got to face later on this season in Germany. There we go.
Today,
we are at Levi Stadium for Seahawks
California
versus the 49ers.
It's week 2
Pete
of
Carroll
the
versus
NFL
Kyle Shanahan.
EA Sports.
Trey Lance in the Trey Lance versus Trevor Lawrence, and yeah, we know Jimmy Garoppolo will not be playing this game because he was benched for Trey Lance. Niners will kick off to Seattle, and the San Francisco 49ers will get the ball at halftime. Kickoff is up, and Rashad Penny receives it, and he gets about 2 to 23. Good run, good return for Rashad Penny. Now here comes Trevor Lawrence.
They'll be led out by the first overall pick from a couple
Last
of
week
drafts
game,
ago,
15 for
Clemson
18
Tiger,
for
Trevor
307
Lawrence.
yards, 3 touchdowns, and 1 interception. Again in the win against the Broncos. Here we go.
As this game goes on.
Lawrence, shotgun, snaps, hands it off to Carson, and Carson is still on his feet, and he gets 9 yards on that run.
Second and right at a yard.
Here we go. Looks like they have Chris Carson on the field. Yes, they are starting Chris Carson in this game. Lawrence under center, snaps, hands it off to Carson, and he's got room to run. He's got room to run. Stiff arm by Carson, and he gets the first down. What a run by Chris Carson. He got into the open, out to the open. Gained of 35 yards, but when that first Ware came in and got with a stiff arm to number 2, but Ware just came in and put him down.
That's what you want to control when you're trying to
run Ward came in and put him down. Lawrence, shotgun, snaps, looking to pass, passes to DK Metcalf, and he gets DK Metcalf. He was fighting for yards, but he didn't go anywhere. Instead, he went backwards. And Shelby, we are out of Shelby for an injury, and of course, we're out of Odell until later on in the season. 2nd and 9. Lawrence snaps, passes to Chris Carson, blocked by DK Metcalf, and it's enough for Chris Carson to get the first.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches.
Here we go.
To your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive,
Lawrence
that can also help
snaps,
establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. And gets
hands it off to Chris Carson. Thought he was going to pass, but he gets 5 on that run. 5 on that run.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen?
Here we go.
When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle
snaps,
along the way.
Passes deflected by the defensive line.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far.
And it's now 3rd down and 5.
And settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
Here we go. Lawrence snaps. Passes to DK Metcalf, and he's in for the Seattle touchdown. He is in for a Seahawks touchdown.
His 2nd touchdown on
and
the season.
Yeah, this is the way the Seahawks should start. He gets the first score to start the game.
And I don't want to blow it too out of proportion,
and
but he looks a lot
that was
more
good.
comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason.
Here we go. Field goal is up, and it is good. It is good for the field goal, and it's now 7-0. Seahawks is up, and now they got to kick it off to Trey Lance. Trey Lance and the Niners.
The kickoff unit is out on
But like I said last week, we acquired
delay.
Trevor Lawrence from free agency because the Jaguars released him.
Now how about this return?
And yeah.
And a good return.
And here we go. The return to the 36 by the Niners. Brandon Ayuk, I think. Here comes Trey Lance and the 49ers. Last week, 14 for 22 for 191 yards and 1 interception.
Opted not to throw Trey Lance into the fire right away, bring him along slowly last season.
And yeah,
2 starts, though,
here we go.
Flashes of his huge dual threat potential in both. Almost 100 yards on the ground in a tough one against Arizona.
Here we go. Lance
in a win over Houston.
Snaps. Hands it off. No, he passes to Brandon Jones.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive.
Here we go.
You gotta want to get out there and get those points
That
back
Julio
right
Jones?
now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good
All right,
start.
here we go. Lance snaps.
Lance now on first
Passes
down.
to Jones, and he is in for a San Francisco touchdown. Julio Jones. Wow, what a pickup by the Niners. They have Julio Jones. They picked him got him from the free agency. I did not need to see that. Did not see that, but so it looks like Julio Jones is gonna be a Niners is gonna be a. Oh, and he was so close from getting the kick, from blocking the field goal, but it's up, and it's now a tie ball game, 7-7. Here we go. Niners kicks it off to Seattle. Rashad Penny back there to receive. He gets it, and he is running, and he gets it to the 27. Alrighty. Here comes Trevor Lawrence and this offense, who's ran it very well last drive. Snaps it, hands it off to Chris Carson. Speaking about running, and he gets about 4 yards. Here we go. Lawrence under center. Snaps. Hands it back off to Carson. And Nick Bosa there with the tackle. And it's 3rd and 3. They're going to need the first down for this play to continue. Here we go. Passes to Noah Fant, and Noah Fant stays on his feet and gets the first down and more. He was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and gets 3. The first down and more. On the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher.
There we go.
The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
Lawrence under center, snaps, hands it off to Carson. Carson is fighting for yards, and he gets 8 yards for that run.
This defense for the Niners terrific.
Here we go. Lawrence snaps.
Passes.
Batted down. He was aiming for Tyler Lockett, but it was batted down. Here we go. Lawrence. I formation. Snaps. Hands it off to Carson. Carson cuts in. Gets the first down, and Seahawks stays on the field. Trevor Lawrence stays on the field.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here
we
in the
go.
first quarter.
Lawrence snaps. Passes to Freddie Swain, who is open.
That's Freddie Swain.
And he gets the first down at the 5 at the end of the first quarter. And it's 7-7 at the end of the first. What a play by Freddie Swain. He was open for the catch, and at the end of the first quarter, it is 7-7 at Levi's Stadium. Here we go. The offense is back onto the field. Here we go. Lawrence on the center. Snaps. Hands it off to Carson. Carson cuts, and he gets about 2 yards on that run.
Be interesting to see now what they do
Here we go.
offensively down near the goal line
Lawrence.
after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change
Snaps.
your sequence.
Hands it off to Carson, and he's got a hole in, and he's in for the touchdown.
Seattle touchdown.
Seattle Seahawks touchdown.
Carson, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks
Here,
have taken
they've
the lead.
been giving
Good
Carson
start to
the
season
running
for him. He had
game,
the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in
giving
week 2 now.
the running game the time that they need.
Not sure he can keep it up for an
And
entire
Seahawks
season,
gets the field
but
goal,
don't burst the
extra
bubble
point,
because
and
he
it's now
thinks that he can.
14-7.
Guys go into a season
Seahawks.
with a goal for touchdown scored or
And
yardage.
if you look at the bottom, it looks like the Commanders beats the Lions in a close one, 24-20, and then the Colts just obliterated the Jaguars 38-13.
So far, so good for him. Set now to kick this
Seahawks
away,
kicks
and
it off
it
to
goes.
49ers.
Taken from about the 12.
And it's a fumble. A fumble, and Seahawks gets it. Brandon Ayuk fumbled the ball, and the Seattle Seahawks gets it back.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball.
What a play by the special teams. Lawrence throws it deep, and it's a pass interference. That was pass interference. It was just there. It was pass interference. 35 yards. The Seahawks are on the 1 yard line.
Interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away. Changes what your play calls are going to be.
Here we go. Passes to Parkinson and incomplete.
First down, but it winds up incomplete.
Incomplete to Parkinson.
Surprised that wasn't a run.
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this
Here we go.
situation because second down,
Lawrence snaps, hands it off to Carson, and Carson is not in. He got stopped before he can go in. Looks like they're gonna run it. It looks Seahawks. Lawrence snaps, and it's a big hole in, and he's in for the Seattle touchdown to go up 2 scores. To go up 2 scores in the second quarter.
So the second down run didn't work. They run it again on third
That
down and get in.
the pass interference, the Niners, the pass interference and the fumble back to back, and that was the worst thing that the Niners could have happened to them, and it led to a Seahawks touchdown to be up by 21-7. Seahawks is kicking off.
The kick unit for
Dixon
the Seahawks out there
kicks
on the
it
field,
off.
and we are ready
Brandon
to rock.
Ayuk back there to receive.
Taken from about the 12.
Oh, Brandon Ayuk is going, but he gets chased down by Bo Melton. But what a run by the Brandon Ayuk to the Seahawks 37. What a run by Brandon Ayuk. And what a chase down by Bo Melton.
Week 2 underway around the NFL.
Here we go.
A reminder that later tonight it'll be Chicago and Green Bay in the Packers home opener. The 101st season of that great rivalry. They had the 100th anniversary last year. And then tomorrow night,
Trey Lance tried to rush, but he went no. He got tackled by Quandre Diggs. He was trying to go for a quarterback run, but he got tackled.
Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available.
An option. They ran an option play, but it was nowhere. He couldn't go nowhere.
Nowhere to go.
Snaps. Lance is running. And it's a fumble by Lance. Jamal Adams picks it up, and he is going to the 30, to the 20, to the 10, in for the touchdown. Seahawks is up by 3 scores.
So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the
They're
touchdown.
up by 3 scores.
There because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
What a tackle by whoever made the fumble, but Jamal Adams picked it up and then took it all the way. And just to show you folks, this is on all Madden. See, it is on all Madden, but it's on arcade, so hey, sue me. Alrighty. Here we go. Seahawks.
And you can bet
kicks
they're
it
putting
back
two hands
off
on the ball
to
here
the
as
Niners.
Kicks away following that fumble return.
Brandon Ayuk back there to receive, and he gets it to the third. Gets it to the 32.
Start at the 32.
That Seattle's defense has been stopping the Niners going down this field. So let's hope they can do it again. And they are running, and Trey Lance can go in nowhere. He went backwards. Got 1 less yard. It's 2nd and 11.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. Lance snaps, hands it off to Deebo Samuel, and it's a fumble. But the San Francisco lineman, Fredder, picks it back up.
From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where
Deebo Samuel
goes right to the football.
Yeah, that was a bad play by Deebo, but San Francisco still gets the ball back. Gets the ball, and it's a first down.
Now
And it's another fumble. Quandre Diggs there to recover.
These guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
What a move by Quan.
Really hurts because he had the
What
first
a
down.
move by
That's all he needed,
Diggs.
right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
There you go.
Following the fumble
Lawrence
recovery,
snaps.
Lawrence.
Knocks off a sack, but he's sacked.
Down he goes.
He is sacked.
Multiple players combined for
He
their
is
team's
sacked
first
out
sack
at
of
the
game.
line of
Gotta give
scrimmage.
points for the attempt,
He
but
took
stay
off
way
once,
the pressure there.
one.
A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't
He
evade
got
all of them.
one tackle off, one sack off, but he went down to the second
Another
one.
try after
Lawrence
the first down sack.
drops
Lawrence
back,
going
passes
for Metcalf.
passes is deflected into an interception. And now the Niners gets the ball back at the 49 with 2 minutes left in the first half. That was the first interception of this game. And Debo got the ball. He was looking for Trey Lance, handed it off to Debo.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go for
Handed
one
it off to
personality
Debo,
to
and he
shoot
went
Charles
nowhere.
Davis
He
to
went
another
actually
in
went
Orlando.
3
The
yards
coach,
backwards.
He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan
Snaps
coach
Trey
from
Lance,
Oklahoma.
snaps it, and he passes it to Julio Jones. And he gets in for the second touchdown, for his second touchdown of this game. The only 2 touchdowns that the 49ers got was from Julio Jones. Now it could be possibly 28-14, and it was so close to blocking it, but it still goes through, and it's 28-14. The Seattle Seahawks still in front with under 2 minutes left to go.
It's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
They're kicking it off, and Rashad Penny is going to take it into the end zone and kneel it. So the Seahawks will start their drive at the 25.
Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Here we go.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception.
Here we
on
go.
the previous
Lawrence
one.
I think
snaps.
that's a good way to look at it and a good way to
Looking
think about it.
for
Maybe
Lockett, and it's intercepted again. It is picked off by the Niners again. He was going for DK Metcalf last time, and it got tipped up, and now he went for Tyler Lockett, and it was just picked off from there.
That's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like,
That's 2 interceptions back-to-back by Trevor Lawrence, and that's not what you can't be doing that.
Second year, as you
There we
noted,
go.
on the job training.
Niners
So he's gotta
passes
take this
it,
feedback that he's
and
getting.
Sidney Jones, what a hit to. And it was a fumble, but it went out of bounds.
Second time he's fumbled in this game.
Second time he fumbled, but it went out of bounds. So the Niners keeps the ball.
How much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities?
And throws it to
saved him from a turnover.
Brandon Ayuk, and he gets about 5 yards for that. There we go.
Have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one.
Here we
Not much
go.
run after catch, but it worked really well.
Here we go. Lance snaps.
To throw again on second down. Lance.
And passes to Brandon Ayuk, and it's a first down. 49ers will call their first timeout to stop the clock. With a minute left to go in this first half. Seahawks are up 28-14, and it could turn into a 1-score game. Here we go. Niners passes caught by Julio Jones, and he's in for the 49ers touchdown. Julio Jones has scored the 3 touchdowns that the Niners have in this game. And the Seattle's defense is letting up on the Niners. That's not what you're supposed to do. And the field goal is up, and it is good. The Seahawks, this game is now a 1-score game. with the 58 seconds left in the first half. Niners kicks it off. Rashad Penny, what a booming kick. Rashad Penny gets it and but kneels it, and the Seahawks will start on the 25.
The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half.
There we go. Seahawks. Lawrence snaps. Passes to DK Metcalf. Gets the foot. What a juke by DK Metcalf, and he gets more for a first down.
Nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead,
I will be right back
to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. Now the Seahawks going to use.
I don't know what that was all about, but we are back.
As the clock will stop with just under 30
we are
seconds
back
to go in the
with
first
this
half.
game. Lawrence snaps, hands it off to Carson, and he gets
82 yards
7 yards on that play.
Tough to stop here in this first
What a
half.
play by Chris Carson. Gets about 7 yards on that play, and it's 10 seconds left, and the Seahawks will call their timeout.
For, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
It looks like they will pass it.
Second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there.
Lawrence
set.
Looking, and it's intercepted.
Interception for Lawrence.
Intercepted by Thomas at the end of this first half. That's 3 interceptions in this first half.
That's the guy who flew too close to the sun. And
yeah,
that was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
That's 2 interceptions, and I will be right back. Listen to.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Here's Jonathan Coachman.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We start out in the City of Angels, Atlanta, taking on the defending Super Bowl champs at SoFi Stadium. And it's the Rams who are out in front as that game has gone to halftime. 2 touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford. From there, let's head to AT&T Stadium as we check out the Cowboys at home in Dallas. And for the moment, they find themselves trailing the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Tyler Boyd, a career afternoon, 4 touchdown catches. Finally, let's get out to Southern Nevada and see what's happening with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Devontae Adams, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
And I am back, and thank you, Coach. And yes, this defense has not been able to stop Julio Jones. Julio Jones is the main person that they need to stop. Seahawks ready to kick it off to the 49ers.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the
and here we go, Seahawks. Yeah, oh, what a block! And Mafi runs over a blocker, and he gets the tackle on Brandon Ayuk. What a hit!
Discuss Julio Jones. So far, he has the
Julio Jones, man, had 3 touchdowns in the first half. That's the only that's the only score.
I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL, except applaud
that they have.
Continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous
George Kittle gets the ball first, gets the ball now, and he gets tackled. He was not going on the field, but he gets tackled on the 20. There we go.
Down to the 20 now for 1st and 10.
Lance snaps, hands it off, and he gets about 2 yards on that rush. Mitchell gets the carry now, but he only gets 2 yards for that.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
There we go. 2nd and 8. Lance, shotgun, snaps.
Here's Lance.
And he's looking for. He's got George Kittle in. What a hit by Quandre Diggs. 3rd and 2. And Lance has been doing pretty good. He has been doing perfectly. He is 10 for 10. And yeah, there we go. Lance. Snaps, and it's 4th and 1. You would think they might go for it, but will they? Will they go for it? No, they will go for the field goal for 3. Go for 3. Here we go. Snaps, and it is up, and it is good. Now it's a 4-point game, 28-24. Seahawks, for them to stay in this game, they're going to need to score on this drive. Here we go. Niners kicks it off to Seattle. Seattle, Rashad Penny will run it out, and he gets it to the 19. This Trevor Lawrence and the Seattle Seahawks will start it on the 19. And out next, I would not try to throw it for Lawrence. Snaps, hands it off to Chris Carson, who's been a muscle with the muscle for this game, and gets 6 yards on that.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends
Lawrence
who play fantasy,
snaps.
they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are
Hey, gets it, but it throws it, but to DK. Had to run away, but throws it to DK, but does not get it. It's knocked down. Lawrence snaps, hands it off to Lawrence Carson, and what a spin move for the first down, not touchdown. Sorry, he gets the first down. And here we go. Lawrence snaps.
Here's 1st and 10.
Passes to Lockett, and he gets it. Lockett gets 6 yards now. Finally, his first throw towards him. And here we go. Lawrence snaps, hands it off to Carson. Carson cuts it in, but he gets tackled because the lineman was in his way, so it's now 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level.
Lawrence snaps, hands it off to Carson, and Carson is still on his feet, and he gets the first down. And he is now has hit the 100 yards in this game against the Niners. Here we go. Lawrence.
This is ball control football. Sustained runs,
snaps,
taking their time and making it work.
Looking for Noah Fant, and he gets the one-handed catch. What a one-handed catch by Noah Fant. And now this drive continues because of Noah Fant. Lawrence snaps, passes to D. Eskridge, and he runs him over. Well, he hits him, but he pushes him back, and he gets 6-7 yards on that run. Lawrence snaps, hands it off to Carson, and Carson cuts back in, and he gets the first down, and he gets more. Stays on his feet, and he gets the first down. Fred Warner with the tackle. Here we go. Lawrence snaps, looking, passes to DK Metcalf, and he is in for the 1st and goal. He gets first. They're in now. Well, it's 3rd quarter. Seattle Seahawks are up by 4 points, 28-24, and they are in the red zone. Here we go. Lawrence snaps, hands it off to Carson, and he's stuffed. He is stuffed, and he does not get any yards. Lawrence back to under center. Snaps, hands it off to Carson, and he gets pushed back. This Niners team, oh my God.
They lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Lawrence snaps, passes to DK, and his 4th and goal.
So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball
Seattle going for it.
To me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be
Snaps,
a letdown.
hands it off to Carson, and they go nowhere. And it's now 1st and 10 at the Niners' own 3. And it's a fumble, and it's a touchdown by Al Woods. A fumble, and Al Woods picks it up and gets the touchdown. What a play by the defense. Wow. A big man finally gets his opportunity. He gets the fumble, and now it's a touchdown. They're up by 11. Wow, what a play by Al Woods. And you know they're gonna feed that big man after the game. There we go. And ooh, what a ran over the block, man. Brandon Ayuk had and fielded. Not fielded.
They have done themselves absolutely no favors to earn a win today in this
there we go.
one, Charles. The turnover
Trey Lance
continue on that last drive. They had that
snaps
fumble that led to a touchdown.
Brandon, I would say
gives it to George Kittle, and Trey Lance has been 11 for 11 for 262 yards.
Yeah, it was a bad play.
And this defense only allowed 10 rushing yards.
Do what you do best on offense and try and put the ball in the end zone yourself.
Here we go. And to Julio Jones. And yeah, it's a first down. The 49ers are going down this field.
This is 1st and 10 right now. And Lance going to throw. He'll get this complete to Charlie Warner.
And Charlie Warner gets hit by Quandre Diggs. There he is now 3-3, 13-13 for 298 yards.
3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Here we go. Lance, shotgun. Passes.
Lance now on 1st down.
And is incomplete. He gets blocked from the line. Big man up front. And it's 2nd and 10.
That has been moving well this series. Good thing for them though. Still 2
Here we
more
go.
downs to
Lance.
and try to pick
Trey
up
Lance
first down.
running for it. And he gets first down and more.
At the Seahawks 13-yard line. Excellent work there by Lance as he scrambles for the first down.
Here we go. Lance snaps. Hands it off to Deebo Samuel, who gets pushed back, tackles backwards. Gets tackled back. 2nd and 13.
Brings up 2nd down.
Gets tackled 3 yards behind the line.
Probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning.
Final play, almost 2 minutes left in the game.
Now on 2nd
Here we go.
and 13.
Passes caught to Brandon Ayuk, and they say he's in for the San Francisco 49ers. The Niners are still in this game. They will make it a 4-point game again.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
And he gets it 2 points, so it's now all they need is a field goal to tie this game. They're down by 3, 35-32.
Get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Now all the Niners need to do is stop Seattle, go down the field, get a touchdown or field goal. A touchdown would work because they would have the lead, and a field goal would tie this game.
So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion.
There we go. Lawrence.
Here to begin their next drive, the
snaps.
Seahawks offense.
Hands it to Carson. Carson, what a hit to Carson. And Niners are doing a timeout.
You're exactly right.
With under 2 minutes left into the game. 2nd and 5. Lawrence.
This one in hand.
Snaps. Hands it off to Carson, and Carson gets the first down, and the Niners will use their 2nd timeout. I don't know why they're calling a timeout when it's only a minute and some seconds left. Lawrence snaps, hands it off to Carson, and he gets tripped up. And the Niners uses their last timeout.
As they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here we go. Lawrence snaps. Passes. Caught by Tyler Lockett. And it's first down. First down by Lockett. What a catch by Lockett.
That one good for 26 and a first down.
And then the first down.
He's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy.
Here we go.
Throw. I think he
Lawrence snaps, hands it off to Carson, who's been having one hell of a game, and he still gets it. Gets the first down. He had 24 carries and 137 yards today in this game. Lockett snaps, hands it off to Lockett. Well, Lawrence snaps, hands it off to Lockett, and Lockett gets 5 yards.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
There we go. Looks like Seattle wants to win this game. Snaps.
Lawrence
passes to Lockett, and it's caught for the touchdown by Tyler Lockett. Makes this game, and this game is over with that touchdown. They made it sure it was over. They made sure they got the touchdown before it was over, so the Niners could not go down that field, go back down the field and get it. 42 to 32. Here we go. Seattle kicks it off to Brandon Ayuk. Here we go. And Brandon Ayuk gets it to the 32. Here we go, Niners. This Niners got to go down the field in 32 seconds to score to make it closer. That could get a touchdown to make it closer. Snaps. And gets it to Deebo Samuel. And it goes out of bounds, 2nd and 5.
The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
There you go, snaps. And Brandon Ayuk gets it.
A big play there on the catch and run.
And it would be over. The Seattle Seahawks wins today and at Levi Stadium, 42 to 32.
On both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both
sides the defense could not stop them passing, but the main thing that they was able to stop was the running, and the offense just stayed together in this game. And yeah, they won this game.
So for the Seahawks,
4 takeaways for the Seahawks. Fumbles, there was fumbles, and then 3 interceptions for the 49ers.
Meanwhile,
for the Seahawks next week will face the Falcons and the Niners. We'll go against the Russell Wilson and the Broncos.
Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast
here we
partner,
go.
And our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Trey Lance, 16 for 17 for 377 yards and 4 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. He had a 94% completion, which that is really good. Trevor Lawrence, on the other hand, 12 for 20 for 195 yards and 2 touchdowns and for 3 interceptions, and had a 60% completion percentage. Chris Carson, for rushing, had 24 carries for 137 yards and 2 touchdowns. Trey Lance had 5 carries for the Niners, 28 yards, and 1 fumble. He fumbled the ball once. Elijah Mitchell, 3 carries for 2 yards and 3 fumbles. And then Deebo Samuel, 3 carries for -3 yards and a fumble. And then Tyler Lockett has that 1 carry for 5 yards. Receiving, Julio Jones had a big game today, even though they lost, with 5 catches for 145 yards and 3 touchdowns. DK Metcalf, 4 receptions for 60 yards and 1 touchdown. Brandon Ayuk for the Niners, 4 carries and 86 yards for their touchdown. Tyler Lockett, 3 receptions for 49 yards and 1 touchdown. George Kittle was not effective today for 3 carries, only 62 yards. And then Noah Fant, 2 yards and 27. And then Freddie Swain, 1 catch for 39 yards. Blocking. Abraham Lucas allowed a sack, but it's okay. Defensive, Mike Edwards had 7 tackles. Coleman had 5. Jamal Adams had 3. Quandre Diggs had 5. Jason Verrett had 4 tackles. Interceptions and fumbles. Here we go. Aubrey Thomas with an interception in 6 yards. And Charvarius Ward with 2 interceptions. Al Woods with 1 interception and 1 recovery for a touchdown, for a defensive touchdown. A forced fumble. Mafi with a forced fumble, and Sidney Jones with a forced fumble, and Quandre Diggs with a forced fumble, and also Coleman with a forced fumble. And then Jamal Adams had a fumble for a scoop and score for this game. So yeah, Seahawks wins today at Levi Stadium, 42-32. And yeah, we'll get back and talk about everything. Talk about what's good. We'll advance the week and then talk about what's going to happen the next week. Alrighty, Odell Beckham Jr. gets an upgrade, even though he didn't play, but we won't have him playing until week 8 or 9. So we won't have him until the Buccaneers or the Giants. Giants or Buccaneers. Alrighty. Rivalry game. Who will be talking? A lot of coaches says to only celebrate a win or soak over for a loss for 24 hours. When you beat one of your most hated rivals, I think it's okay to spend an extra 24 hours basking in your glory. And yes, to next week we go back. We are back at home against the Atlanta Falcons. Let's go ahead and advance week. Hopefully we get more offers for Chris Carson, because I really want to start Kenneth Walker this year. I mean, I could do that now in simulating mock draft number 1, which we're not going to care about. We don't care about the mock drafts except for we only care about the first. All right, we got trade offers for Chris Carson. Let's see what they are. Looks like it's only Niners and Dolphins, and we could get an extra 7th pick from the San Francisco, but we have to face Chris Carson again, and I don't want that. So, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and release Chris Carson. Go ahead and release Chris Carson and put Kenneth Walker as the starter. Release, and it will be a penalty of $1.5 million, but it's okay. It's okay. Alrighty. Carson has been released, and let's look at the news. Here we go. So, yeah. Oh, no, let's not do that. All right, so we got players to upgrade, so let's go ahead and upgrade them. Blythe, Robinson, Swain, and Kobe Bryant, and Mafi. We got Tyreek Woolen also. A lot of these guys deserve. So let's go ahead and upgrade. 20 players were upgraded. Alrighty, we got the mock draft we'll do next week. And then, yeah, we'll do all of this. Let's go ahead and negotiate for Odell Beckham. Oh, DK Metcalf, we can start negotiating. And it looks like we cannot negotiate with Odell Beckham Jr. Okay, week 8-15, we negotiate with Odell Beckham Jr. And let's go ahead and negotiate for DK Metcalf.
That range and level.
Give him more money. No cap left, and yeah. And there we go. And we have a deal. We have officially re-signed DK Metcalf for a 4-year deal. Got $52 million left. So yeah. Alright, I hope you enjoyed the game against the Seahawks and 49ers, because I did. If you did, smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, turn on those post notifications so you don't miss a game here on the channel. And for next week, we got the Atlanta Falcons. The Seattle's we're in Seattle. We're going against the Atlanta Falcons. And yeah. Alright, y'all. I hope y'all have the good rest of your night. And I will see y'all